I went to the meeting, the judge and I both went to the meeting where all the EMS people were there, and it was discussed in a general manner. From my standpoint, I learned enough about it to be dangerous. Whenever Banks and I were trying to do what we could 4 or 5 years ago, Banks, I don't know what it was, to try to save the EMS in Stockdale. As you recall, we actually lost it for 30 days or 60 days. And I have personally some concerns about whether they can pull it all off, because I learned a whole lot about what it costs to operate one of these and whether they can do it countywide or not. You're right in that I think that what they're looking at is they're going to be able to bring a whole lot of business over that direction, and they're going to use their ambulances, and they're going to take patients to San Antonio and all those things that were more lucrative for you that we've talked about. They do not have to bring it to us for our approval. They're a separate government entity, but based on what I've seen so far, I think they would probably bring it to us for us to look at it and go, yeah, I think that's going to work.
They're going to want you to dispatch them. I mean, if they're truly going after the county, they're going to need the sheriff's dispatchers to take and dispatch their ambulance.
Yes.
They're going to need the 911 system, so they're not going to be separate and apart from the county if they go through with this endeavor.
But I just want everyone to understand that you know, I'm not in. They're not going to ask me, and I'm not involved. The judge is closer to it, but we have been involved. It hasn't been like they just.
This is how I got involved with it. Okay, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever, Stockdale EMS shut down. Okay, last year, Livonia EMS had a big shakeup. They were on the verge of shutting down. And I have talked to Brian Burnside many times over the years. We had a meeting somewhere, and hey, how you doing? And he mentioned something about, you know, an EMS run through the hospital. And we talked about it, okay, good, just go on. Okay, it got to a point where the people in Livonia were wanting better coverage. They were concerned that they did not have anybody on the ambulance that was qualified to do anything with them. All they could do was take them and put them on a stretcher. What they do then, they take them back to the EMS house and put them on a helicopter and fly them somewhere. That was it. They were concerned. The citizens of Livonia were concerned. So I said something when I bumped into Mr. Burnside one time. I said, "What can you do? You've been talking about an EMS." He said, "Well, who do I go to for permission?" I said, "No, but we can't grant you permission. We don't have the authority to do that. If you want to do it, it's something you're going to have to do on your own. But I would like to encourage you, because we're fixing to lose another EMS, volunteer EMS in the county of Wilson. Livonia is in there. I don't know if they're operating much better right now. So when that one goes by the wayside, we're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do an ESD, tax themselves again. Right now, you're already paying hospital taxes. And Mr. Burnside is not taking this lightly. He knows he has the numbers. He knows what he might have to go up on his taxes. And anybody here with ESD 3, you're going to get a big tax cut when that happens. I say big, you can't be too big because you're not paying that much as your ESD taxes right now. But most of that's going to go away.
And like I said, it had to be laid out planned, or I could say.
It's a laid out plan.
Before I believe.
I guarantee you, this guy's running a hospital, so yes, he's going to have a plan. And no, he's got a plan, because I have seen it. You can question me all you want. I don't know it. Talk to Mr. Burnside.